Brandon Allen versus Anthony Hernandez. Number 2 is happening. Now, who's going to win this fight? Well, first of all, who's going to win this fight? Let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Brandon Allen fought Chris Curtis for a second time, in which both started off very fast until Chris Curtis robbed Brandon Allen in round 3.
Oh my gosh!
Gotta be careful.
Oh, he hurt him. He's on skates.
But then Brandon Allen robbed Chris Curtis in round 5.
Oh, look at the hurt. Oh, he's going for it.
He's hurt.
Did he hurt him?
And Brandon Allen ended up taking it by decision.
Brendan Allen.
After this, Brandon Allen wanted to fight Nasruddin, in which both of their striking, grappling, and ground game was great, but Nasruddin had way more control time and outlanded Brandon Allen, and Nasruddin ended up taking it by decision. Now let's take a look at Anthony's latest performances, in which he fought Roman Kopylov, in which both started off great in round 1 until Anthony Hernandez got Roman Kopylov in a rear naked choke and made him tap in round 2.
Hernandez got it. He's got it.
After this, Anthony Hernandez wanted to fight Michel Pereira, in which Michel Pereira started off very fast in round 1 until Anthony Hernandez picked it up, took control of the whole entire fight with his wrestling, grappling, and ground game. Anthony Hernandez then put a lot of punishment on Michel Pereira, and the rest enough and stopped the fight in round 5.
Now, this is going to be a crazy fight because stylistically, it should be a very close and entertaining fight, and also because both men have fought in the past on a different promotion, in which it was a back and forth fight on the ground. But once Anthony Hernandez settled in, and once he got control on the ground, that's when he began to dominate, and he also looked really good on the feet, and he ended up taking the win by decision. Now, I know that fight was back in 2018, so you could say that things have changed, and we are set to see a different and new fight, but I don't think so. I think we're going to see the exact same thing. Both men are going to have a back and forth fight when it comes to grappling and when it comes to going to the ground, and I am confident that we're going to see a similar fight to the first fight because we've seen how well Anthony Hernandez did against Michel Pereira. His wrestling and grappling was way too much for Michel Pereira, and not just that fight, but throughout his whole career, he has shown to be a very good and well-rounded fighter. He can strike, he can grapple, and he's very dangerous when it comes to looking for submissions. And as for Brandon Allen, well, he's not a guy that you could just look past because he's fought very big and well-known names. And before losing to Nasruddin, he was on a 7-fight winning streak, submitting 5 of those opponents. So he's also very dangerous when it comes to submitting his opponents because he can grapple, and he's also pretty decent when it comes to striking. So we have a crazy fight ready to go, and it's going to be a tough fight for both men, but I got to go for Anthony Hernandez because he has been showing some dominant performances, and I believe that his skill set is one of the highest in the division. I truly believe that he deserves to be in the top 5 because I believe that he could compete with the guys in the top 5. So once again, I got Anthony Hernandez winning this fight as I see him outperforming Brandon Allen once again on the feet and on the ground.